Lions TV, the second O'Mara. You was the most vocal O'Mara right there tonight.
Vocal in terms of what sense? I feel like I was the only entertainment there tonight. Do you know what I mean? It was a very boring performance. To be fair, the first hour of the game, it was. If we would have left after the first hour of the game, you'd be like falling asleep. I mean, there was a geezer who came up like at the hour point, and he actually went, "This is
fucking shit."
Yeah, he went, "This is shit," and we all looked at each other and we went, "That's actually spot on analysis so far," because like we just didn't look very good. We just looked very boring. You know, it's like Saturday's game. We played against the West Brom team who were very attacking, and that meant we were able to counter them, hit them on the break, and we actually looked good on the break. Today, we didn't really look very good on the break at all. Like, we didn't really get the chance to break. They had like, I don't know, probably 60% possession of the ball. And
that's like, see you getting frustrated with that. Yeah. Every time we did get, we're just lumping it forward to no one, giving it straight back.
We're lumping it forward to Bradshaw, and in all honesty, we're lumping it forward to Bradshaw, expecting him to win a header. And a geezer said in there after the game, he said Bradshaw won about 6 of the headers tonight. Yeah. And you can't expect him to direct them. He's a short player. Like he's going to be jumping up in the air and just winning the ball. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? If he's not going to direct it, we've got to have the wingers like Jed and Bennett to be coming in and like chasing the lost ball. But we didn't have that, and it was a very flat performance.
Any standout performances from us?
It's got to be Jed Wallace again, really, isn't it? I mean, Jed Wallace is the only player at the moment that we're looking to actually have a bit of creativity. Like, I think he had the majority of the shot. Like, whenever Jed had the ball, is the only time we ever looked dangerous, in my opinion. Like the midfield, George Seville, not being funny, since he's been back, I think he's played 8 games now, maybe 8 games since he's been back. I can say he's not half the player he was when he left, and that's what, only 2 years. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's the formation that doesn't help the midfield at all, but we don't really look very fit, in my opinion. We don't look very fit. Like, and we're reliant on defending at the moment. So like, we're defending, waiting to hit a team on a break, and when we do hit a team on a break, we never actually make the most of it.
No.
So it's like, what sort of football?
There's a few chances.
To be honest, we did have a few. Like, but they're not clear cut. They weren't clear cut chances. We probably had one clear cut chance that Bradshaw missed, in my opinion. Like, I mean, everything else was sort of like half scrapped at. Do you know what I mean? And we're sort of like saying, "Oh no, that was a chance," but yeah, it was a chance, but it's a half chance. Do you know what I mean?
I think you're like, you know, we were talking on the way up here. We're saying we don't expect to win every game. We'd actually rather draw some games too. We're going to keep drawing. A 2-2 wouldn't be bad, would it?
Yeah,
it's just like the non-excitement from the result, from the performance. Sorry, the results aren't bothering us. No. We'll be safe this season, in my opinion, because we're very difficult to beat. But we're fucking also very boring to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said to Joe earlier, we're actually great at defending, and like on Saturday's game, that suited us because there was an attacking team. We are very good at defending. But it's catching a team on the break, and it's actually being able to make the most of our chances when we do go forward. Like on Saturday, we could have easily beat West Brom 4-1. Today, I reckon we would have been lucky to have got 2 goals. Very, very lucky. Yeah. And you know, Swansea quite similar tonight as well. They didn't really play the most. They didn't really play the most attractive football, and they weren't really very quick going forward. But when they were quick going forward, from the 60th minute onwards, you know, then we sort of came forward on the counter, but we didn't make the most of it. Like when we're not making the most of our chances, we are going to end up, you know, having these ball draws. Like, we've had ball draws too much this season now.
I think the away games are fine to draw. It's just we've got to go and beat Coventry on Saturday.
We said a couple of days ago, these away days, like, we're actually playing better away than we are at home. And I don't know if it's the fact of, like, when we're playing at home, he's setting up the same strategic way, like, to defend.
Do you know what? I think I know what it is. I think I know what. In my opinion, it's because we're the underdogs when we come away. Yeah. And that suits Rowett. Yeah. If we're the favourites, we're not going to go for someone's jugular.
Yeah. I mean, like, the game on Saturday, I was well happy to get a point from that. Even if we lost 1-0, I'd have been like, fucking hell, glad it wasn't 3 or 4. Yeah. Like, before the game. But then after the game, I'm coming away thinking positive on this game, thinking, do you know what? We played so well on Saturday, we can go to Swansea and nickel free. And they were, like Kieran said before, they were there for the taking. They were massively there for the taking. We just didn't make the most of it. And we could look back at this game at the end of the season and say it's 2 points dropped. Hey ho, we're Millwall fans. We'll keep going and watching these ball draws. You know what I mean?
Probably lose 6-0 at Coventry on Saturday.
Fucking hell.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Cheers, mate.
Joe, do you want to pop?